In the vast, icy expanse of Antarctica, a land of extremes where the cold bites and the wind howls, lies a colossal iceberg that has captured the world's attention. This is Iceberg A23a, a giant of ice that has been grounded for decades, now set adrift in the frigid waters of this southern ocean. Iceberg A23a is not just any iceberg. It is a behemoth, larger than many countries, and its recent movement has sparked a wave of curiosity and concern among scientists and the public alike. The sheer size and scale of A23a make it a formidable presence in the ocean, a floating island of ice that commands respect and awe. After being grounded for so long, its journey is both a spectacle and a mystery. Scientists are closely monitoring its path, trying to predict where it will go and what impact it might have on the environment. The movement of such a massive iceberg can influence ocean currents, marine life, and even weather patterns. The journey of A23a has sparked both awe and concern, raising questions about the potential consequences of its fate. Coastal communities are particularly worried about the potential for rising sea levels and the impact on local ecosystems. The iceberg's journey is a reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet's systems and the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. Iceberg A23a serves as a stark reminder of the powerful forces shaping our planet and the urgent need to address climate change. As it drifts through the ocean, it symbolizes the changes happening in our world, driven by global warming and human activity. The melting of icebergs like A23a contributes to rising sea levels, which can have devastating effects on coastal regions around the globe. A23a's journey is a spectacle, but it is also a harbinger of change. Its movement through the ocean is a visual representation of the shifts occurring in our climate. The melting and drifting of such a massive iceberg are indicators of the broader changes taking place in the polar regions, which are warming at an alarming rate. The iceberg's fate is intertwined with the delicate balance of our planet's climate. As it moves and melts, it affects the habitats of countless marine species and the livelihoods of people who depend on the ocean. The story of A23a is a microcosm of the larger narrative of climate change, highlighting the urgent need for action to protect our planet. Understanding A23a's story is crucial to comprehending the challenges we face in a warming world. By studying its journey, scientists hope to gain insights into the processes driving climate change and the potential impacts on our environment. The tale of Iceberg A23a is a call to action, urging us to take meaningful steps to mitigate the effects of global warming and preserve the delicate balance of our planet's ecosystems. Iceberg A23a was born from the frozen heart of Antarctica. This colossal iceberg, like many others, began its journey as part of the vast and ancient ice sheets that cover the continent. These ice sheets are formed over millennia as layer upon layer of snow compresses into dense ice. The weight of this ice causes it to slowly flow outward towards the edges of the continent. It calved or broke away from the Filchner-Ronne ice shelf in 1986. This dramatic event, known as calving, occurs when the ice at the edge of the shelf becomes too heavy and fractures, sending massive chunks of ice into the ocean. This process is a natural part of an ice shelf's life cycle, where accumulated snow and ice eventually break off into the ocean. Over time, the ice shelf continues to grow and advance, only to calve again, repeating the cycle. However, the sheer size of A23a makes it noteworthy. Unlike smaller icebergs that quickly melt away, A23a's immense size allows it to drift for years, even decades, before it fully disintegrates. At the time of its calving, A23a was estimated to be around 4,000 square kilometers in size. To put that into perspective, that's roughly the size of the state of Rhode Island. This makes it one of the largest icebergs ever recorded. Its massive scale is not just a marvel of nature, but also a subject of scientific interest, as researchers study its impact on ocean currents and ecosystems. Its immense size is a testament to the scale and power of nature's processes in these polar regions. The story of A23a is a reminder of the dynamic and ever-changing nature of our planet's ice landscapes and the incredible forces at work in shaping them. After calving, A23a became grounded. This means its bottom scraped the ocean floor, preventing it from moving freely. A23a's grounding was due to its massive size and the relatively shallow waters of the Weddell Sea where it initially drifted. For over 3 decades, A23a remained largely stationary. This period of inactivity allowed marine life to flourish around the iceberg. However, it also meant that A23a continued to exert pressure on the seabed, potentially impacting the ecosystem in ways we are only beginning to understand. In recent years, A23a has begun to move. This shift is likely due to a combination of factors, including changing currents, rising temperatures, and the natural thinning of the iceberg over time. As A23a has become more buoyant, it has been able to break free from its grounding and begin drifting northward. This movement has been closely monitored by scientists worldwide. A23a's trajectory is being influenced by a complex interplay of ocean currents and wind patterns. Predicting its exact path is challenging, but its northward drift raises concerns about potential impacts on shipping lanes and coastal communities. Section 5, 10 Days to Disaster, a hypothetical meltdown. While A23a's current trajectory poses some risks, let's imagine a more extreme scenario. What if this colossal iceberg were to melt entirely in just 10 days? While this is highly unlikely, it serves as a thought experiment to grasp the potential magnitude of such an event. The sudden release of trillions of gallons of fresh water into the ocean would have immediate and far-reaching consequences. This massive influx of fresh water would disrupt ocean currents, affecting weather patterns across the globe. Coastal regions could experience more extreme weather events, impacting human populations and infrastructure. Section 6. A world transformed. Immediate consequences of A23a's demise. The rapid melting of A23a would trigger a cascade of effects on our planet's delicate systems. The sudden influx of fresh water would disrupt the ocean's salinity balance, which is crucial for driving ocean currents. These currents play a vital role in regulating global temperatures and distributing heat around the planet. Disruptions to these currents could lead to unpredictable and potentially severe weather patterns. Some regions may experience increased rainfall and flooding, while others face more intense droughts and heat waves. Section 7. Life under siege. Impacts on marine ecosystems. The hypothetical meltdown of A23a would be catastrophic for marine life. The sudden change in salinity would harm countless organisms, particularly those adapted to the delicate balance of Antarctic waters. Food chains would be disrupted, potentially leading to the collapse of entire ecosystems. The loss of these ecosystems would have devastating consequences for biodiversity and the overall health of our oceans. It would also impact industries that rely on marine resources, such as fishing and tourism. Section 8. Echoes of A23a. Other iceberg threats and the future of Antarctica. A23a's story is not an isolated incident. It is a stark reminder of the increasing number of icebergs breaking off from Antarctica due to climate change. These icebergs pose various threats, including disrupting shipping lanes, impacting marine life, and contributing to rising sea levels as they melt. The future of Antarctica, and indeed our planet, depends on our collective actions to address climate change. Reducing greenhouse gas emissions, investing in renewable energy, and promoting sustainable practices are crucial steps to mitigating these risks. Section 9. A call to action. Our shared responsibility in a changing world. In this chapter, we delve into the pressing need for collective action to address the environmental challenges that threaten our planet. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated, and it is imperative that we all play our part in safeguarding the future. Iceberg. A23a's journey is a powerful symbol of the challenges and choices we face in the 21st century. This colossal mass of ice, breaking away and drifting through the ocean, serves as a stark reminder of the impact of climate change. It is not just a natural phenomenon, it is a call to action for humanity. As we marvel at its immense size and power, we must also recognize our role in shaping the future of our planet. The choices we make today will determine the world we leave for future generations. It is a responsibility that we cannot take lightly. Climate change is not a distant threat. It is a present reality with tangible consequences, from rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities to extreme weather events that disrupt lives and livelihoods. The evidence is all around us. We can no longer afford to ignore it. The time for action is now. We must come together as a global community to combat this crisis. Every small step counts, from reducing our carbon footprint to supporting policies that promote environmental sustainability. We must reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, which are a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. Transitioning to renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power is crucial for mitigating the effects of climate change. Transition to cleaner energy sources, which not only help in reducing emissions but also create sustainable jobs and drive economic growth. Investing in green technology is an investment in our future and adopt sustainable practices in all aspects of our lives. From the way we produce food to how we manage waste, every action matters. Embracing a sustainable lifestyle is not just an option, it is a necessity for the survival of our planet. The fate of A23a, and indeed the fate of our planet, rests in our hands. Let us choose wisely. Our actions today will echo through the annals of history, defining the legacy we leave behind. Together we can make a difference and ensure a thriving planet for generations to come.